Welcome to the project demonstration of Smart Zone based Vehicle Speed Control System based on RF receiver and transmitter. And in this project we are going to design a vehicle or any other some vehicle which anytime it enters in a safe zone, a school zone or a hospital zone or a slowing zone, automatically it should get an indication and it should automatically reduce control the speed or reduce the speed of it. And means whenever a vehicle goes to a school zone, there we will have some indications and we are giving one signal for by using this RF. And whenever there is any school zone, then automatically our vehicle will be slow down. And if there any obstacle detector also, it will directly slow down or it will stop whenever there is an obstacle detector. And like this we are designing this vehicle. And here we are having two zones, one is school zone, one is and another one is hospital zone. And here we are designing this circuit on this robot, and we can implement this in our normal vehicles like cars, lorries and other vans or ambulance vehicles. And here we are using PIC16F72 microcontroller, and by using this microcontroller we can take the input of the RF receiver. Means here I am having a receiver and this is transmit to our transmitters, and they will have some range. And this is a receiver, this is transmitter, this is a transmitter module. And here we having HT12, see here HT12E, means it's a encoder will be there, and here there will be a HT12D decoder will be there, and here also one HT12E will be there. And here the data will be transferred by using this RF transmitter. And this RF transmitter by sending this data, it will give a indication for this RF receiver. And here we are taking two zones and it will be in different distance, and here it is in 30 to 40 meters. And in real time application we can take up to 100 meters, 200 meters or kilometers, up to a range we can take. And this range will be 6 meters or 5 meters. And if in real time applications we can take more distance we can take according to our zone. And the zone also will be displayed in this LCD screen, and the input of this RF receiver will be given to this microcontroller, and this microcontroller will take the input and give it to take the controller and slow down the motor vehicle speed. And how it going to slow down is by using this MOSFET circuit. Here we are using IRF Z44 and MOSFET circuit. By using this MOSFET circuit, here the motor voltage will be controlled. Means here we are using electrical vehicle, so the voltage will be down for 50 up to 6 volts, means 50%. Up to 6 volts means 50%. Like that the voltage will be decreased, and the supply for the motor wheels motors will be decreased, and the vehicle will be slowed down. Like this we are going to control the speed of this electrical vehicle. And this here we are using 12 volts 1 amp battery to give supply for this motor to run. And to run this charging DC supply of the charging circuit, RFID, ultrasonic and LCD parallelly. And by switching on this switch we will get a supply for the every DC circuit. And here in this microcontroller there will be two another important elements like One is reset button. This reset button is used to restart the programming whenever we want. Means if we want to suddenly restart our taking of zones, then automatically we can switch this press on this reset button and we can restart the program. And this is crystal oscillator, which is 20 megahertz. And in this the DC, the frequency will not be there, so we are using this crystal oscillator which is 20 megahertz, and by using this crystal oscillator the data will be transferred from the microcontroller to the output devices. By using this crystal oscillator, data will be transferred, and here the L2 LED indications will be there in this microcontroller board, and one is for power indication. It's an indication that this microcontroller has a 5 volts DC supply, and another LED indication is used to indicate the pulse indication. Means here we are generating clock pulses by using this crystal oscillator to transfer the data. When transferring the data, this LED will be indicated, second LED will be indicated of a blink. And here we are using 12 volts battery, but we want only 5 volts supply to run this microcontroller, 5 volts DC supply, so that's why we are using this voltage regulator, which is L7805 voltage regulator, which will regulate the voltage to 5 volts or lower the voltage to 5 volts and give it to microcontroller. And from here microcontroller parallelly it will give the power will be given to the RF receiver and also LCD and MOSFET to give signal to the motors. And this MOSFET will work as it will take 12 volts supply and it will low it to 6 volts or it will supply directly 12 volts according to the input of the microcontroller, and it will be given when the vehicle is in the school zone or hospital zone. If in case it will be normal. Let us see the demonstration. And before on the circuit, I am just switch on this RFID, and directly I shorted before only. And in this there will be a frequency crystal oscillator to generate frequency. As we know, in DC there will be no frequency. This is 433 megahertz frequency crystal oscillator to generate the frequency to transmit the data from this encoder to the decoder, means transmitter to receiver. And I switch on this circuit and switched off this circuit, and whenever the vehicle come to this zone, means first zone, it will show the first zone reading is as its school or hospital. Let us see. And now I am switch on the circuit, and you can see this is an hospital and it is showing as the vehicle is in hospital regions, and it is going very slow. And now whenever I given any obstacle, it automatically stops if there is any if the vehicle is in school zone or hospital zone. And when the obstacle is removed, then automatically the vehicle will be gone. And now I am just removing owning the school zone and offing the hospital zone, then automatically it will shift to school zone. And this is a school zone, and here we can see then the signal is given to the receiver, then only the RFID receiver will be on and the microcontroller will give an indication. And in the school zone also, whenever there is an obstacle detected, then automatically it will stop. And like this, whenever the vehicle is in any zone also, it will be given indication and give the distance also. And here when I can see, whenever I given any obstacle, it will show only distance up to how many centimeter the distance is there, and after that it will be gone, and the distance of the other obstacle also will be shown according to the input. Like this we can monitor the vehicle is in school zone or a hospital zone. Thank you.